Welcome to Best Recipes with Sharon. I will now show you how to make Havarti cheese and thyme stuffed chicken cutlets with a Parmesan cheese batter that's deep fried in virgin olive oil. It's then topped off nicely with honey Dijon mustard reduction sauce and served with corn on the cob as a side. It's also nice that it doesn't take much time to prepare. Let's go over the ingredients that you're going to need to put this lovely meal together. You're going to need just a little bit of thyme. We're also going to need some Parmigiana, or also known as Parmesan cheese, and some Havarti cheese. So I'm going to make this into a complete meal with corn on the cob on the side. You'll need some nice fresh chicken cutlets. Have your salt and pepper handy. Some all-purpose flour. And finally, 2 large eggs. Now I did say that it doesn't take very much time, but there literally is about 4 teaspoons of fresh chopped thyme. Okay, so all joking aside, fresh thyme enhances the different flavors in this recipe, and it works wonderfully with the Havarti cheese. Now we'll need to take some chopped thyme and spread it along the inside of each pocket. Take a slice of Havarti cheese and place on top of the thyme. Now close the chicken pocket down the best you can. It doesn't look very pretty at this point, but keep going. It's going to come together very quickly. Now take a frying pan and add extra virgin olive oil, about 1/4 inch deep. Now heat that oil over medium to high heat. Now you'll beat your eggs together and beat in the Parmesan cheese, which has been shredded. And that cheese that you're going to need about 2 eggs, and then you're going to need about 2 teaspoons of the Parmesan cheese, and mix the eggs and cheese together. Now you'll put some flour in a separate bowl for dredging. Now we'll need to season the cutlets on both sides with some salt and pepper. Now dredge the chicken cutlets in flour, shaking off the excess, then coat with the beaten egg mixture. Then place each piece in the hot extra virgin olive oil. Take between 2 and 3 minutes per side to cook. So when you think the one side is done nicely, you'll flip it over to the other side and cook another 2 or 3 minutes. Now you'll get a cookie sheet and line it with some parchment paper. Fry each piece, place them on the cookie sheet. You'll just want to fry these until they're nice and golden on each side. Then you'll place the cookie sheet in the oven at 350 degrees for between 12 to 15 minutes. Now on to making the honey Dijon mustard reduction sauce. We'll start with 1/2 cup of heavy cream. And now 1/2 cup of chicken stock. Now in a small saucepan, you'll boil the chicken stock and cream over moderately high heat until it's reduced to about 1/2 cup. It'll take about 5 minutes. Then you'll add the honey Dijon mustard. You're going to need 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of the mustard. Now you'll whisk that in and boil 30 seconds longer. Now season it with some salt and pepper. Now you can just set the sauce aside and keep it warm until you're ready to use it. Now to cook the corn on the cob. I'll place the corn into a pot of boiling water to which I have a little bit of salt added, and once it starts to come to a boil, I boil it about between 10 and 12 minutes. Now to remove the chicken cutlets from the oven, now they look like they're nice and golden brown and cooked through well. So now we're ready to serve them. This is how they should look, nice and golden on the outside. They're a little bit crispy on the outside and nice and juicy and tender on the inside. People will think that you've spent hours and hours getting this together because the flavors are so wonderful, but it's actually a very quick meal.